Hello chickens, how are we all doing today? I hope you're well. Gosh, it's a gloomy day, but I'm going to bring some sunshine to it, I hope, with a little project. Right, we're coming to the end of our Letters from a Lady journal project. Still got a couple of projects to do this week, so don't stress too much about that. But I wanted to share with you what I'm going to do with my cover. This is obviously just my suggestion. You're welcome to copy it. But of course, I always love seeing what you guys put into the Facebook group with your own ideas, which is always lovely. Now, if you haven't seen me make up this cover before, I will put into the playlist, Letters from a Lady playlist. The link is in the description box below, or if you go onto my YouTube channel, you'll see videos, playlists, and you'll find it there. One of the previous ones. The method is the same. I've just taken my card stock, well, what's this, binding board, I think you call it. It's all in my Amazon favorite tools list if you're not sure. I'll show you how I make this base up and how I cover this with, this is my own fabric, which comes from the Letter from the Ladies fabric bundle or the Ultimate bundle if you bought that. I still have some of those fabric bundles available. So this is the piece cut to size. I've done mine on 9 inches this way, 6.5 inches that way, and 3.5 inches that way. All right, so that's what I've done. In centimeters, just have a look at the bottom. I'll put the conversion there for you as well. Right, so I've covered that all up. That's good to go. I will put inside papers, inside cover papers. That's the very last thing I do pretty much after I have stuck in and sewn in the signatures. But I want to just decorate the top here. So I'm going to use my little speaker box over here just to give me a little bit of height. It's not the perfect one, but it's going to do for now. That's really what I do, or I take a couple of books and put those in there. I might do that actually. And then I'm going to just show you some of the things that I've gathered. Okay, so I'm going to use a tag. So I did make up a tag. This is a small tag from my add-on kit. I have taken this lady and I'm going to use her for the front. Comes from my ephemera pack. I've sewn 2 of the buttons on from my buttons that come with the Ultimate bundle, but any pink buttons will do. Just sewn them on with some embroidery thread there. I'm using this piece from the ephemera pack. I had to print this again. I'm going to stick this down. I wanted to show some of the writings and the date here, which is 1898. In fact, that is just about 70 years before I was born, almost to the day. I love this typography here, and this flower. I've cut out another one of those flowers. I cut off this bit here when I placed it on because that was just too low, so I did fussy cut that out. That's for those bits. And then I've taken 2 of the fabrics from the fabric bundle as well. So this is the gold, the Turn on Turn, the goldy one, and this one. I've ironed them with my little quilt iron from Cheryl. It works really well, Cheryl. Thank you. And this is just my saucer displaying the goods over there. Right, so we've got all of that over there. And then on the other side, I'm going to use, I might use a bit of this. I'm not sure if I'm going to use a little bit of this or a little bit of these. I'll know when this is going to be a final touch thing. There's that little flower. I've cut off a little snippet here, which I'm going to use like a tab. I had this little bit, which is a little bit I got long ago. And I thought, well, I found it in my stash, like a little embellishment thing. It's not anything fancy. It's really tatty. But I mean, it's not worth anything, but it looks pretty, and I thought, okay, I'll use that. So something like an old brooch. Then I've got a couple of flowers here, one hydrangea, and these are the ones that come from the mixed flower bundle. So I'm going to use those. And then this is the lace. I'm going to wrap right round this time, around the base. So I've got these 2 that come from the lace bundle. It's this beautiful old gold, which is stunning. And this one here, which is a flower capure as well. All right, so we are going to really zhuzh it up. I'm going to put those over there. and I'm going to grab some books quickly. Alright, so I've got Mountains and Moorlands, The Boy Next Door, Enid Blyton, and my Wildflowers book. These seem to be the ones that give me a nice flat surface. Right, gosh, I used to love Enid Blyton when I was a kid. Right, so we've got a nice flat surface here, and we're going to start off, this always makes me nervous, with this piece here, which I have tried to defray on those edges. I tore that edge because I like a torn look, but then I thought, oh well, the rest was right. I'm going to sort of go 2 stripes down. I'm going to go, what is this? About 3/4, and I'm sort of centralizing it here. This is, give you some idea, your measurements will be slightly different with the A4 and a US, but this is, as I said, mine is 6.5, as you can see, but this is about 5.25 across, yeah, and about 1.5 inches off the base. We're going to cover this bit at the bottom, so I'm not too worried there, but that's sort of where I want it. So I'm going about 1 inch down, yeah, and as I said, it's about 3/4 inch on each, there or thereabouts. All right, just give it a guess. So I'm going to get that stuck down, and then I'm going to take this bit, put the same here. This is 4.25 wide as well. So when you have a look at it, you sort of having about, you've got it like that. Don't worry about the length, I might trim that off. But it's coming down most of the way, about 1.5 inches from the base, but as I say, I might end up cutting that, we'll see. And yeah, we're going to get that stuck down. So I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac glue. Before I stick these bits here, I just want to see with the lace that I'm going to put on. I'm going to put this one close to the bottom, so I want to just see how much of it is going to, no, there is a wrong and a right side with this. That's the wrong side, it's duller. I'm going to take one of these and wrap it round, because I am going to actually do that when I get that on. So I'm going to go like there, and I'm going to have this same thing, one along and like that. So in actual fact, anything below this point I can really cut off. So let's just make a little mark here, and I'm going to cut that off. So I'm going to just turn that around, and I am just winging it. Oh, try and get that straight, Angela. Straight-ish would be good. Don't want to glue down things and have the lace showing through, do you? So we'll just get that like that. We can put it back then. With the sticking down of this, I actually wanted to make a bit of a pocket behind that one, so I'm going to start off by sticking this goldy one down on to the pink one. So that's my first thing. So just checking I've got it the right way. Yeah, it's a tone on tone, so it's very pale, but it's all good. So yeah, you just want to get your fabric glue and stick that down. All right, so there we go. And then, as I said, make sure that you've got this where you want it. And like I said, I want to be able to fit that tag in the top there, like that. So that is, I'm just eyeballing on my one, the second stripe there is good. So let's fold that back a bit, and we want to just put some glue down this side and this side. Now you don't want to go too thick on the glue, it can ease through. Right, not at the top, not on the top. Right, get that there. It's a job I really would prefer to do standing up, but it's okay. Right, we'll do this end. I do half and half so that it doesn't move too much. That's the reason I'm doing it like this, so that I keep my position pretty much the same. So if you're wondering. Okay, so we get that there, and hopefully that's pretty straight. Okay, good to go. Right, now I'm going to stick the rest of the stuff on here so that I know what to do with the bottom. So I'm going to take this image, and as I said, I wanted to have some of this writing there, and I'm going to sort of also at the same time position this. So I'm getting this more to the left because it is going to cover this a little bit. We are going to cover some of those flowers, but that's why I cut them out, and that sort of seems to be where I want it. So the joys of a pencil, we're going to draw this. You won't see this, and then the other one's going to go here and here. That's just so I know where to put it. Now we can put glue all over this. I hope you guys are all well and having fun with your journal. Oh, we did, I say we, I mean me. I did sell out of the Vintage Notebook Ultimate Bundle. I do apologize. I have just found all the bits now, one or two slightly different but really hardly noticeable. I have restocked that in my website shop. So if you were wanting one of those, I wasn't planning to do that, but I did manage to get hold of everything that I needed, which was a big relief. Right, so we've got that there. And then, as I said, I've sewn those two buttons on, and we want to get this stuck down. Once you've got your fabric bit down and things start to get stuck down, it becomes easier and fun. I think the fabric for me is always the worry that I've positioned the stuff correctly when I'm doing it on camera. You know, it's a different when you can rip things off and you... bearing in mind I haven't done this before, each one is unique, so I haven't done it before. Right, we've got that there, and I think that's about it. Pencil marks really are useful. Okay, so we've got, oh, before we push that down, I wanted to take my little snippety bit. I've got this one. I did take this off, but I'm not sure I want to have, well, maybe I do. I've got a bit of the pink, but it's different from the pink that I've got there. It was a little scrappy bit. So that's why I thought maybe that one. I'm going to put that one on. We don't want too much pink. Okay. So we're just going to lift that up before I stick it down. Put a little bit of glue on the underside of this. Again, these things have a right and a wrong side, so just check the way the stitches pull. So I'm going to get that there, making this like a little tab bit, and I want to just pull that up just a little bit. Okay, all good. Right, let me think. I'm going to put some flowers there. I want to put a little bit of something down here, and I want to get these other bits in. So I'm going to slide this in here just for my overall appearance so I can see what I'm doing. Get that over just a little bit, I think. I'm going to put my flowers there, but first need to see what I'm going to run down the side. And just checking. Oh, we can put on our little overlay thing now. So it's just a case of matching those bits up like that. So I'm going to use my fine point glue here. A soft cloth and heavy books on top of these things. Right, we want to just get glue onto all these bits that are fussy cut out. We sort of want to bring that flower forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a nice cup of chai tea. It's cold today here. It's warming up. I see some of my flowers are starting to flower, the ones that preempt spring. Don't ask me what they're called, I have no idea. Right, I'm going to just move this round I think it's this way, and try and get that on there. Once you've got one or two, then it's pretty simple. There we go, I think that's it. Oh, that's cute, eh? Quite like that. Right, so we've got that there. Fingers have got glue on. Wipe it off, let's wipe it off. Okay, getting there, getting there. Right, let's take this big one now, just to see again. So we're going to have this one like this, and as I said, I've got my little clips here. I want to tuck that one over, yeah? And then I'm going to take this one and do the same. So I want to be mindful of that, so I'm moving that down, and then this one's going to go a little over, but just catch the edge of that paper there that we cut that piece. And I'm going to get some other goodies on here just so that I can see what I want to run down the side, because I want it to run underneath the lace. That's why I'm hovering on that front. Right, I've got one of these little hydrangeas. I'm going to put the little pink or the cream. Gosh, who knows? Let's do that. Right, so we'll take this. I want it, I think, here. Right, so we want to just get one of these on. I've got lots of these in the shop. I've had a nice restock there. So you can go grab some if you're interested. Right, I just want to keep that out the way, so we'll move it up for a minute. And I'm going to get that stuck on over there. And then we'll put the cream one on top of that. Right, so we'll put you there and you there. Once you've got all your little bits together, now really I shouldn't have put this one on. I'm just going to place it there because I want something to run there. Just, you know, caught myself. This one is all right. I'm going to just put it straight on without the hydrangea. Now I get a good idea of what I want to put there. So I'm going to end up putting this here. Something like that. Yeah. And that's really making it look quite vintagey, so I'm just trying to centralize it. There we go, there or thereabouts. Now it's just something I don't know what I want to put there, and I don't want to overdo it. So I had some choices, and I think I'm going to end up going with this because I don't want it to be too much. I think if I go and put something like this on, it's just going to be OTT, and I can see that already. So I'm going to take this rickrack, embroidered rickrack, and I'm going to run it underneath this flower, which I'm going to turn upside down for the moment. Don't stick on my fingers. Right, so we'll get some of that on there, and then we can finalize with that lace at the bottom. So again, these things have a right and wrong way. I think this is the wrong way. So we'll just put some of this down. See how far we get. I'm going to tuck it. Tuck, tuck. Right under there. I'm going to just get it onto that edge of this ephemera piece, really. Looking good. It's not too... Right, this one can just stick. Let's cut this off. We don't want more than we have to have, do we? Because it might shine through the lace. I quite like that. Stick it down a bit. Okay, all good, good. Good to go. Now I'm going to stick the lace on. So I'm not going to bore you. I'm just going to do a bit here and show you how I'm doing it. So we've got that bit that we're going to wrap round. I mean, you can just go to the edge. You could just do that. Yeah, let's do that probably. I'm thinking about making a big bulge when I put the paper on the other side, which I don't particularly want. So we are going to put lots of glue on from here. Okay. Right, so nice clean edge. Make sure it's a nice clean edge. Give it a trim. Okay, and then you want to get that right up to the top. Now, if you get any glue sticking out, excuse me, at the bottom, that's all right because it dries clear. So we've got that. And then I will follow afterwards with the pink. So the pink is going to go just on the top of that one like that. Right, so again, but I have made sure in that time that I've stuck all these bits down, and if you've got any that are loose like that, just go and take your glue and just get those nicely in place. So there we go. Yeah, so I will go and do that. I'm now going to take the books out and move the lace around here like that, right round. I'll show you when I'm done, to the other side. All right, let me do that quickly. I'm probably going to do it like this. Okay, so I have stuck that all down and I think it's pretty straight for the most part. I have picked up all the little bits and stuck them down individually, so I think I'll probably end up letting this dry overnight. But what I am going to do is get it into the shape, so just gently bend that over, press that down. Let me get my books again, just put that there like that. And I really love how that's looking, and with the tassel hanging down, I think it's going to look lovely. And I just want to put on this little piece then, and we can just tuck that in. And yeah, I think that's just about everything that I want. So go and have a look in the charity shops or eBay or, you know, wherever it is, Etsy, that if you don't have something lying in your unused jewelry selection there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is sort of the halfway, I think. I'm going to just get that there, like that. Something like that. And I think I'm going to have to put something on here to hold this in place. I'll put a book on it. I think that's the answer to that. All right, everyone. I hope that you've enjoyed that. It's looking really pretty. We will finish it off with a tassel. I'll probably do that on Sunday with some of the tabs and other bits and bobs that I've got going on. Some just little few catch-uppy bits, but the tassel only goes on once you've finished the whole thing. So yeah, I hope that you have fun putting your cover together, and don't forget to put it in the Facebook group. You're welcome to join. Remember, I do have a link tree on my YouTube homepage, channel page. You'll see link tree. Click on there, all my different social media links, including my website, Pinterest, the lot. It's all there. And you can come and share what you make with us in the group. Love to see it. All right, everyone, have a great week. I will see you on Friday. Don't forget, I have restocked the vintage notebook, which is the new journal collection I've put out. We'll be starting that next week. I'm posting off things, the bundles and the printed kits from Friday, so it shouldn't be too long, and you have those as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll stop chatting now. I'll see you all soon. Bye.